up, though, and welcome back to another episode, man. It's your boy MNG, and we got Jeff No Chaser in the building.
What up? What up?
We got Kelly back on the show,
Deuces.
and then we brought back probably one of the more solid guys that's like real level headed when it comes to his responses. Trent.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
Hey, Trent, I can't lie, man. You like you be having like some real level heads. I'll be like that's a good response.
No, what he really want to say is like, I'll never get that out of Jeff.
All right, man. So we got a good show for y'all today, man. We got a lot of topics to go ahead and cover. So y'all already know we come with the realest conversations, probably some of the most blunt responses that you ever gonna see online. So we just gonna hit and jump into it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put up the first video, the first post that we're gonna go ahead and put up. So I want y'all real reactions, man. Y'all gotta really just put it out there. Like with how y'all feel, what y'all think, everything. All right. So in this one, a teacher forced her students to kiss the same sex students. As a parent, so here's my first question to you, gentlemen. Should parents reconsider public school as an option, considering individuals being hired is doing stunts like this? That's a political way of putting it.
Can you blame all the schools for one person's action?
But it's not just one person. I mean, it's really happening.
Yeah,
incidents like this
it's happening all around.
Incidents similar to this is happening all around.
I understand that. It was a school where they came in. They was celebrating Pride Month.
Yeah.
So it's like
the first day of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
end of day of school because it was in June.
It was first day, end of day. It don't matter. They were celebrating.
But should they be pushing it and shoving it? I know for you just so hard. Because we already got it on every TV channel you turn on. But you're confusing kids of how you try to raise them if they're not going that route. They're making society too confusing.
Yeah. And then you got the whole alphabet in one group. It's like you just pick a letter and you can be that letter. You know what I'm saying? I mean... am I lying?
I mean
they add something to that group every time you look up because they want to. They don't want to be cast in one box, so they just taking the whole alphabet and saying this is what we are.
Because this is starting elementary school now.
Yeah, me personally being a parent, if the teacher was trying to make my son kiss another boy. He wouldn't do it for one. He would definitely call me and be like, "Dad, this is what's happening."
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go up there. They definitely go out to have the police up there because we don't teach him. Kissing another man is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I kiss my son on a cheek. Hey, love you, son. But if he choose to do that when he older, then that's what it is.
His decision.
But I'm not about to take him at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and say, hey, kiss this boy so you can get your paper. What? Nah, we definitely gonna have a problem with that whole school. Trent over there, he got a whole, I already see it, bro. He got a whole
No. I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all for sure, man. I mean, to answer your question, I'm a product of public schools, so I'm not necessarily reconsidering public schools, but it's like where's don't they get their lesson plans checked or something like that? Like all that type stuff, man. It's like, we went past, all right, be respectful to, everybody to just, hey, let me teach you how to be, homosexual. And it's like, hold on, like, wait a minute. Like, yes, respect all people, but you ain't got to be putting your practices on my kids or on me.
Permission slip or something.
Now, I know I said public school, but this would equally be a charter school because you need less requirements to teach at a charter school than it is a public school.
I think all schools messed up right now because of the people that's teaching.
I agree.
I think you got people that care, but the backing is not there to help them. and then you got people that's just there for a check.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get those people that's just there for a check, they don't care about your kid.
Just get you in and out.
So in the era, through high school where we grew up, do you think that the teachers
our
had
era
more?
was totally different.
Do you-
No
Mine's
way.
definitely.
Do you hold on? Do you think that the teachers had more investment in us then versus the kids now?
Most definitely.
You know, I'm a kind of challenge that thought. I mean, because any teacher doing that obviously care about the kids a lot. You know, I mean, you know,
Just care about them the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. You
That's
know,
what
I
it
mean,
is.
she's heavily invested.
Yeah.
I mean, or he. I mean, from the picture, look like a woman, but
Yeah, it's a woman.
Heavily invested in the kids a little bit too much. You know, like, but overall, you know, I mean, I would agree. You know, people just trying to get they check. You know, and like in and out the door.
But my thing is she in jail? Because now, to me, that's basically child corn.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're making my child kiss another child, same sex. So that's for your pleasure because he don't know what he doing.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that have to do with education?
At all.
Nothing. I'm pretty sure it wasn't sex ed.
Definitely.
and like you say, from where we was at school back when I was in school,
Yeah,
I've never seen teachers look as good as they look now.
Oh man, that's definitely
never-
true, man. That is definitely true.
Never
man.
seen a teacher. My son goes to Martin Luther King. Now, it is what it is. But it's some teachers you got to be like, oh, that's what she go to school. Okay, teacher, go ahead, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Johnson.
Yeah. But when I was going to school, you look at the teacher and be like, somebody grandma, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they care.
They did.
They made you do the work. And then when they seen you slacking there, hey, what's going on? You good? Yeah, I'm good. So why you ain't doing the work then?
Mine's call your parents back in the day.
Yeah. Now they just like, oh, you ain't doing your work? Go kiss Kevin.
Oh my goodness.
What? That's crazy.
Well, keep it along the same vein as parenting. Y'all do know that New York has removed the idea of mother and father.
What?
Okay. So New York law grants mothers and fathers equal parental rights and joint responsibility to support their children. However, pending legislation, which by the time that this is aired, that they actually approved this legislation, passed by the state legislators, seek to modernize family law by replacing gender-specific terms like mother, father to and paternity with gender-neutral alternatives like gestating parent, non-gestating parent, parentage, and court documents and statutes. So gender-neutral names for parenting. As a parent, what is your thoughts on that?
Sound like some BS to me.
You're a gestating parent.
That sound like some BS to me. That's what it sounds like. It sound like they're trying to end male female. They just trying to. I think they're trying to just say.
So with the school stuff probably starting to be normalized, and then you have the erosion of what a nuclear family would seemingly sound like.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that you're making it gender neutral, what would be now considered a nuclear family at this point?
So what would be normal at this point?
That's a good question.
Because
being a heterosexual, there is no there's no longer a place or space
exactly
for a straight man
exactly
in his society at this point.
So by me wanting to be a straight man, now I have to call myself something else.
Well, I'm just
saying
they call you a cisgender.
See what I'm saying? I don't want to be that.
What?
Yeah,
I don't want to be that. I want to be a straight man.
I do too.
And then if you call yourself a straight man, you got somebody sitting next to you get offended. Oh, you can't call yourself that.
What?
No.
Again.
No. See, that's when you gotta get your bank account up for your bond money. because you got to start slapping people.
Oh my God.
I mean, it is what it is. It is. I can't stand for a person to tell me how to run my house when they don't pay the bills.
Period.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? And that's kind of something I was about to say, man. Even going back to the education, like, look, man, everything start at home.
Yeah,
you know
it does.
I mean? Like,
Facts.
you know, all education
Leave
start
my
at
home
home,
alone.
man. Like, so it's like, man, everything going on outside of my four walls. It's like, look, I ain't got no control over that, but look what's going on in this house. You know, like, yeah, that's
so Trent, I would challenge that, and the reason why I would challenge it is because if we look at how much time that we spend inside the house versus outside the house, right? So we spend about 16 hours at home, right? And 8 of those hours, more likely you probably sleep, with the other 8 hours that
Who
you're
get
probably
8 hours of sleep.
I'm just saying. So with the other 8 hours of, if you're not retraining or reprogramming your kids when they come home from school, then those 8 hours of school is now settling in.
Yeah.
And a lot of parents and some parents, they use school to raise their kids and teach their kids, and not reprogram when they come back from school, because there's things that they learned in school that may not be good, that goes against the house rules, like same sex. So that may not be something that be good in your household, but the teacher there, it may be something that they formally practice in their personal life, and they bring it into their professional life because that's who they are, right?
But they're not supposed to, though.
Well, hold on. Here's my challenge for that too. If I'm a straight man, right, and I'm coming in to a kindergarten or first grade, and I'm teaching, and kids are, playing with each other, and boys and girls, and I'm saying, hey, y'all got to be careful. No kissing, no stuff like that. Boys and girls, y'all got to be careful. Boys, you're not supposed to put your hands on girls. Girls, you're not supposed to do that. But then if you have somebody that is gender neutral, they're probably saying, hey, well, instead of wearing a dress, why don't you wear pants? Instead of wearing pants, little boy, you could wear a dress too.
No, the first one's totally different. The first one's totally different.
Okay. I'm not. Now, let me say this. I'm not defending.
No,
whatsoever.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not defending.
I know you're not defending.
But I'm just providing examples.
Right.
If I'm going into work as myself, as a straight man, my principles of how I interact with the kids is going to be different than somebody that's gender neutral.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. But I understand what you're saying. But when you get a job, that job has rules. That jobs have what is it called? HR. That job have
code of conduct.
Code of conduct that you have to go by.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure in some schools or all schools, their code of conduct is you can't bring your home life to work, regardless of if you're spiritual.
That's not in the code of conduct. You can't bring your religion in.
Well,
true.
You can't bring politics in.
Right. So you could bring in your sexuality and say, oh, my girlfriend is this, my girlfriend is that, and you're a woman.
There's nothing that prohibits that.
I think it is. Because you can't sit down and talk to a 4-year-old and say, I got a girlfriend.
I don't think there's anything that prohibits that. They can put it under the code of conduct,
right,
as like integrity or something like that. But there's nothing specific that distincts you can't talk about sexuality in school in a work setting.
I'm just trying to say,
forcing kids to kiss each other is definitely
crazy.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah,
I mean, no, I'm not saying that part.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about the coming into work as yourself part. That part right there is ridiculous.
But nobody can go to work as they self. You got it's two people. Everybody has two personalities. They're supposed to have two personalities.
I mean,
they have work personality and home.
Don't get me wrong. You're supposed to come
professional.
You should come in professional.
Yes.
But everybody doesn't do professional.
You're absolutely correct.
They can't check their emotions at the door after they just got done arguing with their partner, their spouse when they left the house.
I need you to take the day off then. Because I don't need if me and my wife is not arguing in front of my son, if my son ain't never seen us argue, and you come in mad and you're taking it out on my son because you and your wife or husband, whoever, got into an argument, he gonna be trying to figure out, so why you mad at me? And what is he talking about? Y'all was arguing. My mom and daddy don't argue. We argue. We just don't argue in front of my child.
I get that.
I never did that either.
So it's like, how you gonna do something in front of my child if I'm not doing it? That's my point. So with the kissing, we would definitely have a problem. Definitely have a problem.
Yeah, I'd be on the news.
She'd have to go to jail.
All 3 channels.
She because you know what? They can press charges against her because that is sexual harassment. That's child porn.
I agree.
Think of the mindset coming to the school to tell the kids
What kind of mindset is that?
I mean, she probably thought about that the night before. She had a game plan.
That's a dangerous person to be around kids. That's what I think.
See, that's when I was in school. I know I'm a lot older than y'all. I ain't gonna say a lot, but take that back. That's why when we would always ask, how was school today? What you do in school today?
That's why I still ask my son to this day.
Yeah.
Those are things you ask your kids. How was school today? What you do in school today? Do you got any homework? When you ask your kids that, they're gonna be honest and tell you what they did in school. They're gonna tell you what happened.
But
the younger they are, they will.
But
especially the sons with their daddies.
That's not always true.
Yeah, that's not always true.
It's not always true.
They kind of hide stuff. But at the same time, I understand how single fathers, single mothers, even parents in the same household can get so busy to where if they might not ask that child every day. Because life can throw curveballs, throw broken windows, and you're not in the right mind space to ask your child that.
But see, that's why I said in my generation, I'm in my 60s. Things was a lot different than with you 90s babies. A lot.
I'm not a 90s baby. I'm an 80s.
Well, I'm talking you came out of high school in the 90s. Right? When I say that,
I came out of high school in the 2000s.
That's even worse. I came out 82.
We got comments. Producer, can you put the comments on the screen? So the first one says, it's from BJ. It says, I don't care what it takes, what they say, it takes a man and woman to make a child.
No, not really. Oh, she said it takes a man and a child. Okay, yeah.
It takes a man
and a woman. Okay.
I personally
you went weird. You went real
both.
like different culture with that one. Talking about take a man and a child. You went real different culture.
Because the father can't teach what a mother can. The mother can't teach.
So we got another way. It says you got to set the standard for your kids at home. It says you can't control anything once they leave the house, but it's super important to be the leader in the home, mom and dad. Well, per New York, there is no mom and dad anymore. So there's gestating and non-gestating.
I understand that, but at the same time, it don't matter how you set the tone at home. Good question. It don't matter how you set the tone at home. If that kid sees something that he don't see at home, he's automatically gonna be drawn to it because he never seen it at home. Yes. Yeah. He's never seen it at home. He's gonna be like, "What? Wait a minute, what is that?"
Yeah. But that's where communication come in at, you know what I mean? Because of course, just like when you restrict the kid and then once they finally get older, go off to college or whatever, they just wild out or whatnot, you know what I mean? But, if you create that standard of having that open communication, then maybe, hopefully, that kid, when they do see something new or experience something new, they, feel comfortable enough to go to their parents, and
I don't think they will.
You're gonna keep kids gonna keep a lot of stuff from their parents. But I believe that wholeheartedly. Just speaking from personal experience, it's it's so much I could have got into, but just knowing the one, my mama was a mama that didn't play. You know what I mean? It was like, look, y'all go ahead, man. I'm only going this far. It did. That's it, man. Like I got a mama to go home to, and and that just stuck with me once I went off to college. You know what I mean? So, my uncles, my dad, people was like, all right, it may take me a minute to say something, but eventually, I may say something. But you got to control what you can control. You know what I mean? And kind of focus on that, double down on that. Even. I was just thinking yesterday, all week, we get off work and we turn on the TV. We sit down, chill, watch TV. The kids, they playing on their tablets, on our phones or whatever. And it was just like, and something got to change. You know what I mean? We can't just come home. Like, we still got, like you said, it's that limited time. Maybe it's 2, 3, 4 hours or whatever. But in those 2, 3, 4 hours, it's like, I can't let the tablets and the phones, like,
raise my child.
And I got 2 little girls too, man. Like, you know, and they dancing to that, spin that song. I was like, yeah, man, come on. I mean, it's a catchy song, no doubt. I mean, I can understand why y'all may like it, but damn, it's like, you know, I can only imagine the videos that, you know, people are dancing to, how they dance and what they doing in these videos, you know, when that song is the background, you know, is in the background. So it's like, you know what I mean, we gotta, the parents gotta be the ones that really have that look, shit, we don't see God, we don't see Jesus, but he still has an influence over how we behave. You know what I mean? And it's just the same thing.
You know, I would challenge that.
Devil. There's always a devil around us somewhere.
I tried. Kelly, you about to say something? Go ahead.
I'm agreeing with both of them. But you know, back in the day, and I keep saying that, but things that did help. Remember, like now, when fellas have dinner, everybody will go to separate rooms because every room got a TV in it. We used to sit down all together and have dinner and talk. Like, even if you got to eat, you was laughing and talking. And sometimes you get serious just talking about just little family things. That meant a lot. That means a lot. Or another part of it, like say my son, good kid, says what we do at my house. Now, I was never the type to let my son go spend a night over people's house. I don't know what they doing at their house. I don't know if it was an open house, everybody coming up in there. I don't know what you're going to go over there and see. So I could have been wrong. My thing was, when you really want to go over there a lot and spend a night, they doing things that I don't allow you to do at home. I ain't dumb. You know, I just knew that's what it was. Yeah. But when he turned 17, I said, you know what? You're 17, son. I'm going to trust your judgment. You want to go over there, just be careful. Don't let nobody get you in trouble. You going to get in trouble on your own. So use your judgment. You was raised. You had both your parents and grandparents. So you had a village. So just make the right decision. You know you're going to make some bad decisions sometimes. You know, but just try to make the right decisions.
Now, you had said a very important word. You said judgment. So let's look at and talk about judgment on this video. And the next video that we're going to play, we're going to look at why this judgment call was either a good call or a bad call. Yeah.
Are you here to help her? Nah, she's taking me to the hospital. Come here. You got a gun. What'd I do? You got a gun. I don't have a gun. What did you do? 210. Start me another unit.
What did you do? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I'm sorry.
Why would you do that? He just was getting his hand off the side of the road.
What?
That's why I hate the police.
What are your thoughts on that video?
Did y'all understand it?
I mean, no.
That's why I hate the police. The cop pulled up on them because I seen this video before, and the young man was walking back to the car. He ain't had nothing in his hand but his phone. The cop turned around and was talking to him. I guess he thought he seen a gun and shot one time. But if you watch the video, soon as he fired, he knew he was wrong. He knew exactly he was wrong. But then he started saying, I thought I seen a gun, because now that's how they get off, because they thought they seen a gun.
He's using an excuse now.
Yeah. That's why I say if you scary, you don't need to be a police officer, because you already got the license to kill. All you need is me to flinch the wrong way, and you already scared of me, you're going to take my life. Now my kids and my wife is at home without me because you were scared.
He had to get involved. They try to be a superhero for no reason.
So based on that video, what do you think should change? What change you think should occur with police policy and training? And I know we've talked about police policy. It's been a big conversation across all social media about police policy, defunding the police, training, and everything. I'm still under the belief that before you could be a police officer, you at least need at minimum a four-year college degree.
That's not gonna help.
I think it will.
It's not gonna help.
I think it will. Because here's the thing: if you're allowing people to be police officers right out of high school at 18 with limited education, limited social interactions outside of home and high school, and the people in their community, you put them in a college with a diverse amount of people. Then
how many people that you know been in a diverse community and still racist right now? That don't help.
How about this?
I think that if you put people in, because remember, racism is taught.
It is.
It's taught.
Right.
If you put a person in a diverse setting,
they're still going back home.
But they can go back home, but they can gain a different perspective.
But I don't think the college
how can you say that they not?
Because, bro, they're not.
Raise the age limit to like 21.
You can raise it to 21, but if they don't have, when I went to college and you learn different things, especially in the first 2 years of college, you learn so much and so many different things. Like the prerequisites is really diverse before you even get into your major. So that already gives you a different level of experience that's different from what you learned back home.
I went to college. My college, it did not translate nothing in the streets. Period.
I totally understand what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's going to translate anything in the streets. What I'm saying is that you having that diversity of education that you're going through, it gains you a new perspective.
Right.
If you only graduate from high school, you only going with one perspective of home and high school. You don't have nothing outside of that.
I think that was a racist act. A white man saw a young black. That's what I thought. Seriously. I don't use that word a lot, but you just saw a black kid and you just tripped. You went all the way up. What's going on?
Thought he had a gun.
I mean, it's definitely stereotypical because we already see in most cases that I thought he had a gun when really he had nothing at all.
And we all didn't experience it.
Or he had a phone.
100%.
Or he got his hands up
in his own backyard with a phone. He getting shot because they thought he had a gun. Walking into his house because they thought he had a gun. She thought it was her crib. It's too much like that, man. The reason why I say that wouldn't work is because I understand what you said by going to college, getting the diverse,
that sounds good,
and getting your mind kind of untwisted from what you believe from at home. But once again, if you've been taught from birth to then, and you still got to go home, even if the college is kind of unwinding your mind, when you walk back in that setting and they spill and all that hate back at you and putting it back in your heart, it ain't been gone that long for it to leave. And some young men minds aren't that wise to say this is wrong. Just because it's my family don't mean I got to roll with them. Everybody is like, this family, I got to go with them. So that's why you've been in the classroom, it's not going to change nothing. The world have to change before anything else have to change. And I don't see it changing. It's always going to be like this.
Always. I agree with that. Those are facts, in my opinion.
You know what I mean? Like, I take it like a little... I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, I agree with both of y'all saying, you know what I mean? But it's like you got racist and then you got prejudice, right? Like, and quite frankly, we all are prejudiced. Like we all have, our own perception on what each and every community is like, you know what I mean? And ours is just so tied to being thugs, based off how we've been perceived, that it's like, even if a person wasn't racist,
some self-conscious of it.
Right. Even if he wasn't, I mean, because my man, it didn't seem racist, but it definitely was prejudice. Definitely was prejudice. Like, you just seen a black kid, maybe I couldn't tell exactly what he was wearing, you know, and everything. But I mean, just off somebody how the way they dressed, you know, you already making assumptions about him, you know, right? Like I mean, and then all the TV shows. I mean, what the most popular TV shows out there? I mean, just still got us in the streets selling drugs and all of that type stuff.
Oh man, the reality shows. Oh,
right, the reality shows look like we ain't got no sense. Always arguing, ready to start fighting and everything.
And
like
that's all that's on Tubi.
Right, right.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a fact. That is a fact.
I mean, how do we end? How do we end being prejudiced? How do we train against that? You know what I mean?
Is that an instinct or
prejudice?
A spider sense? What is that?
I think that's
because we all got it. Every human has it.
I think it's something that's just embedded in us. I think it's just in us. I don't think it's taught. I don't think it's not taught. Learned. I think it's just in us. A gene. And once we start growing up, it really comes out. You know what I'm saying? It comes out one word or the other. You know.
Producer put it up for us. Prejudice is an unfair and unreasonable opinion, feeling, or attitude formed about an individual or a group without significant knowledge or factual justification.
I can agree with that.
Like I say, it's not taught. It's just it's already in us.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And once if you grew up in the hood, you're going to be more prejudiced than anything because you hear so much about yourself being bad. Now you see the outside. Let's say you come out the hood, you just this white man, he think he know me or he think he better than me. You still got that chip on your shoulder from the hood, so you just showing them what they already believe. You an angry black person. But at the same time, the white guy looking down at you. So you don't see that. You don't see that in the mirror at yourself. No, they just think it's normal.
We went to the Dave Chappelle show the other last week or something like that, and he was, you know, Dave Chappelle is like a storyteller nowadays, you know, and he was talking about, he was like, you know, when a white person walk on the plane and see a black pilot, you know, they gonna think something wrong, you know, but a black person walk on the train to see a black pilot, they gonna be like, oh, this nigga must be amazing. It's like, man, and it's like, I mean, you know, I feel like as black people, we be so focused on the white man that we don't even realize like everything that we got, everything that we did, they done stole from us. So it's like, like we focus more on it. I mean, just too. Like that you was just talking about, you know what I mean, a guy getting up out the hood and now, you know, maybe he like in corporate America or something like that. And it's like his only focus is like this white man trying to keep me down or this white man's white man. It's like, man, listen, like you got so much more power in you than what you think they're trying to restrict from you, man. And it's, you know, I mean, it feel like it started inside and outside, you know, as far as like the cure for being prejudiced. I mean, it's like we gotta see ourselves right, and yeah, people got to start not being so closed-minded.
But can you really get rid of prejudice?
Yeah.
Do you really think? Do you really think that we can say
you could if you get rid of the propaganda? But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's not also propaganda, but it's also a level of self-hate as well. Because
you think it's a level of self-hate?
I think it's a level of self-hate as well. The reason why I say self-hate is because if we didn't portray ourselves in our own music, in our own videos, in our own movies, the way that we portray ourselves, then the propaganda wouldn't be pushed. The opinion wouldn't be out there. Because people gain their opinion from what they see in the news, what they see on TV, what they hear in the music, even though they want to adopt it and they want to be part of it.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's where they get their opinion from. I think they already had their opinion from the beginning.
But who's continuously pushing it though?
Society.
Who is they?
Yeah, society, like you said, everybody.
Society.
Everybody.
But yet we're doing it to ourselves.
The dope boy,
we're giving them fuel.
Exactly.
I'm not saying we not, but at the same time.
So is that not a level of self-hate?
I don't think it's self-hate.
Then what is it?
It's something that
how is not
we had to do to survive.
How is it not degrading? You don't see any other culture making music the way we make music. You don't see any other culture.
What you mean, as far as what?
Spin that.
Huh?
Spitting that.
Because if you listen,
I'm talking about the negative. I'm talking about the downgrading, the negativity.
If you listen to country and rock, yes,
you just
they
don't
do.
hear about it. You know, karaoke. I've been hearing some songs, country songs, like
if you listen to country,
way worse, but they don't talk about it.
If you listen to country and rock, yes, they do, bro.
Worse than us.
Rock, they talk about killing each other and
I listen to rock. They talk about Satan and all that stuff.
Yeah,
they do.
everything.
They do.
And we talk about selling drugs and women. So
ours is aired more.
It's all the same. It's just we get put on the platform because we're black. That's what it is. We get put on the platform because this is what they actually do.
This is what they want.
You see what I'm saying? We ain't want to sell drugs. We just couldn't find a job. So we had to feed our kids.
Well, we didn't bring the drugs over here.
100%. They gave them to us.
They gave it to us.
And then put us in jail for selling them.
Exactly.
Life sentences.
Yeah. So it's like
that's why I say. But yes, they gave it to us, and we gave it to our own people. It's not like we sold it to another culture.
Oh no, we definitely sold it to another culture. We just sold it to the ones that was functioning crackheads. That's all.
Cheap drug.
That's all we did.
Because at first it was a rich person's drug.
Yes, it was.
Well,
we couldn't afford cocaine.
What cocaine was a rich person's drug, not crack.
but
and heroin.
We had to find some way to sell it to somebody, and our people was buying it with a little bit of money. I understand what y'all are saying. I totally get it. I'm not saying
but we can't be stuck there. Like you know what I mean? And 100% it's a justified move, you know what I mean? Like to provide, but being stuck in a place, then that's when it becomes your own fault.
Yeah.
Like
you're not trying.
Yeah, like
but after 15 years, you can't. What are you gonna put on the resume after 15 years? You can't really put none on the. You can't put that on the resume.
And don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying that telling your life story is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But telling your life story that already pushes the idea of what you are, instead of like
saying that this is a reality and like, hey, let me help you not make the same choices I made. And that's different. You know what I mean?
Some of them do say that. So, some songs do say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just other songs where mainly now, with a little where they rapping now is saying they want to shoot up and still kill. But when I was listening to music, let's say we'll say 90s. Ooh, boy, you almost got the finger. We'll say 95 to maybe 2010, 2012-ish. They talked about what they did. And then they gave a better solution to what they're doing so y'all don't have to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I understand both ways. I understand.
I get it.
You had to sell drugs. You know, it is what it is.
And you know what? Y'all are hitting on these good topics really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all flowing just well. So now this kind of leads into the next video. And trust me, it's a very good video. And I know Jeff's gonna like it. Because Jeff likes all the videos we put up.
Corn?
Corn. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
What is it?
Oh, you know what this is.
It's a man's job to educate his niggas. The nigga used to get beat at 4 years old if he didn't meet his quota.
It's your boy.
Ain't nobody beating 4 years old because they can't read today. When your mama caught your daddy fucking her best friend, what did the white man have to do with that when your daddy said, bitch, fuck you?
We can't expect our enemy to educate us.
I don't.
True. But.
Ain't no but when you say we can't. Where the but come from? Why you going all the way back to slavery when you wasn't here? What's our excuse, nigga? Not only did we have that, we got calculators. We got special ed. The niggas didn't even have special ed classes. So if the Mexican, the Vietnamese, the Arab, all these motherfuckers come over here literally stupid, can't speak the language. How they beat us? How they beat us? They ain't blaming the white man. And the white man kicked them in the ass too. The Mexican is hurting the motherfucker, but he helping him too because he paying the Mexican less and the Mexican working harder. And he bringing his cousin with him. His cousin that can't speak English is, if somebody helping him, but it ain't the white man. Now it's the white man know he illegal, that's taking advantage of him, exploiting him, paying him under the table, no benefits. If he get his finger cut off, he can't complain like the nigga. The nigga go complain, you don't give him a break. The Mexican ain't. So what excuse we got? Give me some more. Give me some more. What excuse we got, nigga? Ooh-wee. It's not the white man's job.
Charleston.
You already know I don't like him, bro.
I know.
I do not like him, bro.
That's what I said. That's your boy.
That is not my boy, bro. I do not like him.
All right. So do you believe that systematic racism is still a barrier today?
Yes. I just experienced it earlier this year. Had to knock somebody out.
Systematic
Oh,
racism.
systematic. Okay, I'm
systematic
sorry.
racism.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that. Okay.
100% I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Trent.
I'm gonna say yeah because the systems were set up back when race,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's still the same system. But I also feel like we have gotten smarter and therefore should be able to understand how to maneuver through the system.
I totally understand. I totally agree with that. But at the same time, you got some that do move through the system and only get so high though. And once they get to that point, so who stops them at that point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't themselves stopping themselves. They're still pushing, but they can't get past that part. You see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they get some type of bad anything happen. Oh, she was sleeping with Todd, or she got a naked picture on the internet. She ain't even naked. She just not fully dressed. But at the same time,
partially naked.
If a Caucasian person do it, it's okay. It's a bathing suit then. But if it's a chocolate woman with a nice body, bigger than a Caucasian woman, oh, she's naked. She shouldn't have that on. It's double sword, man.
Double standards.
I get it.
It's
I get it. But
I don't like him because some of the things he say, I can agree with. Some of the things he say. But at the same time, he dogs his own community.
Yes.
And then say the white man ain't did nothing. So you're saying they ain't never did nothing. He just said, forget 400 years ago, forget slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Who else say that? The white folks say that, don't they?
But it still translates to now.
But I'm just saying, the white folks say that, don't they? So it's okay for you to say it, but at the same time, we can't blame the white man. But you're taking what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Hypocrite.
He doing it. He doing it for money. Don't get me wrong. Make your money, but don't dog us out that bad because you have a big platform.
I mean, you could say the same thing for drugs.
What can I say for drugs?
We sell drugs to our own community, so we can make money.
Yeah, but that's to feed our family. He got more money than feed. He got more money than he need to feed his family. He ain't have to do that. Like just like drugs. The drug dealer ain't got to sell the drugs, right?
Drugs. I'm not looking at the messenger. I'm just looking at the comparison because if you're saying that he's only doing that so he can make money and he could be doing something else, then you could say the same thing for the drug dealer when they was giving the drugs. I'm not defending. I'm just making conversation.
Right. but I'm saying, can you really say that? Because let's say a drug dealer is trying to get a job. Let's say he is trying to go to school. Okay. But he got to walk through the hood. Okay. If you walking through the hood every day and you still trying to get this stuff, you seeing people driving now. Your friends that was walking with you, now they driving because they start selling drugs. They're going to school, but they're still selling drugs, but that's how they get into school because they driving. Now you got to catch the bus. Now you might be late for a class. Do you have the money to be late for a class if you're in college? If you fail that, you got to pay for it, right?
Right.
So he said, all right, man, you know what? Just give me a little bit. I don't want to do much. Just give me a little bit. Just to get a car.
Just to get by.
Now let me ask this. Do you think that as a culture that trying to move forward is difficult because we keep using systematic racism and history as an excuse for why we keep hitting barriers?
You know, and that's exactly what I was getting ready to say, man. Like I agree with the I agree with the sentiment. Like, not necessarily the white man ain't done nothing, but like he can't be our focus. Like, I mean, I believe right now in this era of where the world is, building skills is like the number one thing people should be doing right now, right? Like, and as long as you
there
focused on, right, like what the white man done to you or to your family history, then when are you gonna have the attention and the bandwidth to focus on pouring into yourself in order to build yourself up? You know what I mean? And that's like, I mean, and that's, I feel like classism was probably even bigger than racism. I mean, the systems were set up for a whole bunch of, I mean, black people were slaves. So who else was they making a system for? So white people. I mean, right? I mean, and then once we became free, it was just that we weren't in that. I mean, of course, we got the prejudice aspect of it. I mean, and the racism aspect of it. But then it's like we're not even in the classes in order to benefit from these systems. And that has just now matriculated throughout all the generations. You know what I mean? So I feel like classism is a bigger focus than racism. And I feel like this social media be distracting us, right, is even bigger than that as well. It's like, I mean, like I said, man, like when we get so focused on everything and everybody else, things that we might live, these probably the cards that we was dealt, you know what I mean? It's the economy and the country that we live in. But at some point, you got to turn and look at yourself and be like, okay, but what can I do?
Accountability.
Yeah, like what do I have? What can I use? Like,
and Trent, I'm glad that you said that, because that's kind of the perspective I'm going on. Because like, if we keep using this as an excuse for why we can't get ahead and why we can't do this and why we can't do that, at what point in time are you going to say, you know what am I doing wrong?
So me,
you know, what can I do to be better? We can't just say that, oh well, I'm only working this job because I can't get a better one. But why can't you get a better one? You're not asking the right questions to yourself to figure out what's going on with me for why I can't get ahead. Now, if you're going to say that, oh well, all these banks are denying me my loan because I want to start this business. Okay, well, did you put together a business plan? No. Okay, well, maybe that's your first problem. You haven't gave them the roadmap to how you plan on giving them their money back. That's why you can't get a loan. Are you working with the right people? Are you in the right circles? We all want to say like, oh well, I want to be in the right circles, but are you putting yourself in the position to be in the right circles? It won't just fall into your lap.
I understand all that, and this is coming from fellas, men that is kind of successful in their own ways, men that have money, men that have good jobs. I'm talking about the ones that ain't got that.
No structure.
I'm talking about the ones that haven't been mentally prepared for not the system, but the outside world. I'm talking about the ones that ain't been taught, hey, you can put money here, here, and here, just instead of putting it up under their bed. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about the people that ain't really had her prime example. I know this lady I work with. Her son, valedictorian, graduated. Great. She have no money to send this young man to college. He's filed for grants. He's filed for everything. Okay. So when he get out, he's going to owe more money than he's going to be making when he get out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's already in debt.
Mm-hmm.
He already started in debt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fair. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that's fair. I'm not even going to say that's fair. That's how.
So let me answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Not to interrupt. Let me ask the question.
Go ahead.
Single mother.
No.
Right? She not a single mother?
No, they married. She married.
She married. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're married.
Mm-hmm.
Child graduated valedictorian.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but they don't have no money for them to go to college.
They ain't had no plan.
They ain't had no right. Once again, if your family's not set up to where your mind thought is, I got to get my son to college, so let me put this up, or let me save something. A lot of people don't know how to do that.
Or let's get him into some kind of activity so that he can get a scholarship. So,
a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Academic activities. You know,
I understand what y'all saying by like, hey, you gotta put them in the right circle. You gotta do the right circle. So some people don't know how to get in them circles.
So you telling me out of two people in both sides of the family, nobody had an opinion or nothing about nothing.
I mean, they probably didn't know. You know what I mean?
Promise. 14
y'all don't have no game plan.
Hold on. 14 people on each side and nobody had an idea.
Prime example, you can have 30 people on each side. If they don't know, they don't know.
That's negligence.
The whole family don't know.
That's negligence.
The whole family.
But I mean, but you know, but listen.
Okay, so let's say they did. Let's say one person did know. Hey man, you can go do this.
Okay.
All right, bet I can go do that. It costs though. Okay, no word. I got half on it. Now you just got to find the other half. Now he's scraping up for money.
Okay,
let's scrape up for money. Now he pay for it and get what he need. But now school about to start. So
okay,
he can't.
Okay. So peep this. I'm gonna tell you some story. So I know two people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They cousins, two different roles.
Mm-hmm.
One had both their parents.
Mm-hmm.
The other one did not have both their parents. One grew up and did some stuff, ended up in jail. The other one grew up, lived a completely different lifestyle, different family structures. Neither one of them, one knew more than the other did because he had active parents. The other one knew nothing, but still grew up to be a success. So the one that grew up to be a success, nobody said nothing about nothing for him to be a success. But so far as the other cousin, everybody was in his ear about what to do right, and they still messed up. So you can't sit here and tell me that, oh, well, some people just don't know, because even if they do know, that kid could still go astray. So by that kid being a valedictorian, I'm sure somebody came and told him, hey, he should be doing some academic chess or whatever like that to get a scholarship because he's on the right track. Somebody said something. You can't sit there.
They probably did, but hey, it is what it is. You know how black people is, right? ain't that what man just said?
But listen, like that's like ignorance is not an excuse. You know what I mean? Like we
I'm telling
100%. I think it is a justified response. You know, that you didn't know, but it don't change the fact of the matter that because you didn't know, you missed out on an opportunity, right? Like, so, I mean, it's really just not an excuse. I mean, and once you do know, like, what changes are you going to make so that you don't continue to miss out on opportunities? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, and I agree with you. I was thinking about those people when I was talking, you know what I mean? Because that is the reality. I mean, it's either, look, I mean, we live in this society. We live in a capitalistic economy.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, everything is going to revolve around money and is going to require money. Like, but prior to that, I mean, you got other types of capital. You got relationship capital. You got sweat equity. I mean, just him being a valedictorian. I mean, I'm pretty like, there's other skills, there's other things about his character that he's acquired that he can go and apply It may not be financial, right? But he can go and apply those to other things, and maybe at some point that it will grow into some kind of financial gain. You know what I mean? Like, but ignorance is not. I mean, because now what we're talking about, if we allow people not knowing to be an excuse, what we're talking about now was just generations of people just not knowing and repeating the same problems over and over and over
That's sad.
again.
You know, and speaking about repeating the same problems over and over and over again. Let's play the next video, producer. Because this guy kept doing the same thing over and over again and finally got caught. But the justification did not meet the means for what occurred in this situation.
You'll see here he grabs the 4 water bottles and puts all 4 back. And she's standing there doing what? Leaving peacefully. Look, they're so scared of him.
I wanted to piece together all of the surveillance footage that was shown.
All right. So Rick Child was found not guilty, given the evidence. Do you think it was justified? Surveillance footage showed the teenager picking up and returning the 4 bottles of water. He did not shoplift anything. Rick Child and his son pursued the teenager over 130 yards of the store's property. A loaded semi-automatic pistol belonging to the teen was recovered at the scene. Child's son testified that the teenager pointed a gun at him, which the defense argued justified the shooting. Prosecutors and several eyewitnesses stated that the teenager was running away, looking afraid, and did not threaten anyone. And the autopsy confirmed that 1 shot to the back is what ultimately allowed this young man. So what are your thoughts?
So what happened to it? Is it like in trial right now, or did he?
Nope.
It
was done. He was found not guilty.
Found not guilty.
Yep.
Shot her in the back.
What?
So
he chased him over a football field long and then shot him in the back. And
That's
he's
premeditated.
Like, not guilty. Right. So did my man just get sentenced? And the 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony just get sentenced, right? Like,
we gonna get to that one.
Right.
We got that one on the list. We gonna get to that one.
This ain't excessive. Trayvon Martin went killed over something excessive.
And that ain't the kicker. They didn't know he had the gun until he got shot.
Well, they said that he did pull it and flash it behind him. But again, there's no security footage. Is he safer? Is what they said versus what he can't say at this point.
One thing.
He did that when he first started chasing him.
One thing about it is.
But he 14. Why do we have a gun?
It don't matter why he got a gun.
Sure, not at that point.
It don't matter why he got a gun.
No, it don't.
They didn't know he had it.
I'm not.
He's 14.
Again, I'm just arguing. I'm just arguing a point. I'm not defending anything. I'm not defending anything.
He could have been defending himself from his hood. He could have been defending himself from anybody. The fact that they didn't know he had a gun, it shouldn't matter. He had a gun. 2, he's 14. If I ain't stole nothing and 2 grown men is chasing me and I do got a gun,
I'm scared.
Why wouldn't I pull it? And if he did pull it,
100 yards down,
he didn't fire. He got shot in the back. I don't know about your gun license, but mine say if they break into my house and they're leaving, I cannot shoot them.
Cannot.
Well, I had a discussion with a police officer.
Go ahead. Was it a white cop? I'm asking the question. Was he a white cop or a black cop?
He's a black cop.
Okay.
We were having this conversation, and I asked his opinion about it, and I gave him the same justification that you did. And through that justification, basically what he told me is that if a person points the gun behind them over their shoulder, you do have justification to shoot them in the back.
I understand that part.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
Because if
he got over 30 years of police experience. And I'm telling you what he told me.
He can have over 150. If they come to my house and I shot somebody and they back, they came to TV just because they showed me a gun, that doesn't justify I shot them in the back. Well, any type of back that's murder. That's what they say.
Well, that's what they're saying, and that's what they were saying in this trial is that he pointed the gun at them, and that was justification for them to shoot him.
So what about that cop?
I'm not saying it's right,
but what about that?
But
cop?
I'm just stating the facts.
Remember that cop that chased this guy a couple of years ago? He chased him into a park, and he had his back to him, and that cop shot him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
That cop went to jail because he shot him in the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. And the guy had a knife. He had a knife. He didn't have a gun. He had a knife.
Yeah.
So if I'm 14, I'm a child, and I'm running from two grown men, and I see that you have a gun because your gun is out. The dad gun was out when he took off out the gas station or whatever store they was at. Why wouldn't I flash it? Did he pull the trigger? If he pulled the trigger. Did you know what? All means, shot him in the back. It is what it was. He shot at you first.
Man.
And not just that. Who chases someone with a gun?
Chang, whatever his name is.
Who chases? I'm not going. Once he running away, I'm not going behind you. I'm not going behind you to chase you.
Over some water. And that's fact too. Y'all know that if he did steal it, it was water.
Right. They was watching while he was in the store the whole time. The mother came behind the counter. Are you buying anything?
Mm-hmm.
And you felt the need to run out of there. And first of all, I wouldn't have thought to chase a
he
nigga running out with some water anyway.
If you seen a teenager, he walked out.
That's why he put the water back. He put the water back because she was watching him.
He didn't start running until they
came
ran out.
Yeah. Like, and it sounded like she was like, get him, or something like sicking her dogs on him or something like that.
The son elevated that whole thing.
Man.
So now also, let's also put out there that there is footage of Mr. Child out there harassing other black teenagers that come into the store in all kind of ways that they did not let video footage get played
in trial.
In trial.
Yeah, I seen that.
So this is not the first time
defendant or something
that
it had to be, bro.
This is not the first time that they have harassed or attacked teenagers that came into that store.
I think it's once again it's all in what.
Is it prejudice? Is it prejudice or is it racism?
No, that's racism.
Flat out.
That's racism.
I think once again it's
egregious racism.
It's what they've been calling us. We're thugs. So they see us as thugs.
But it could be prejudice. Remember what prejudice is.
It could be wrong.
They may not have a solid opinion,
right?
Of they have an unverified opinion of those teenagers coming in, and that's why they react the way they do. So it may not be racism,
but they knew he wasn't stealing though.
And they watched it though. They followed him while he was in the store.
That's the bad part. They knew. Now, if they said they don't know if he was stealing or not, but you knew he wasn't stealing.
Still water.
But you know, like my thing is like these are adults, like
right.
They're not like young adults, like in their 30s. They look like they was probably in their 50s, 60s.
Oh, yeah, the father most definitely.
Right, like
yeah.
I mean, and you don't have enough sense as an adult to know how to de-escalate the situation, or
the police don't even have that.
Like
the police don't even have that.
Or just just how to deal with it and to complete it. Like I said, at the end of the day, even if he did steal something, y'all know for a fact that it was only water because that's the only place that he went to, right? And you felt that upset
Yeah,
you was that immature
to lose $2.
That you was gonna chase this. You seen he was a kid. You also seen he was a kid. So it's being water. It's a kid. I mean, and then y'all know he didn't take it. Like out of all of this stuff, as a grown adult, you don't have enough sense to make better decisions.
Once again,
it started when he. Oh, sorry. It started when he walked in.
Yeah.
Put your backpack down.
Yeah, facts.
Put your backpack down.
But
they was ready.
But like I said, if the police, I'm not expecting nobody to de-escalate nothing if the police can't do it either, because the police is trained to de-escalate and they still escalate stuff. So I'm not gonna put my trust in this gun-toting, gun-happy store clerk owner to de-escalate nothing, because he already his wife following him, his son looking at him, and he got the gun.
Get out the neighborhood.
Yeah. You're right. Why you even set your store up in that neighborhood if that's how you feel?
Thank you.
Well, because they knew that's where you're gonna make the most money.
Well,
that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, if you look at how the system is set up, from my understanding, and this is from a few verified reports, is that they only allow them to set up in urban neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how Birmingham don't want a Dollar Tree out there.
Yeah.
Birmingham don't want the electric scooters out there. You want to be for real?
Zone. They every city council, when it comes to zoning and what they want out there, when they have those public hearings, just like I think Warren had voted against having like another gas station and car wash put up.
I remember
because they was like, it's too many.
And no suburb has a Church's Chicken.
What you think?
Those suburbs.
You think they gonna let a Church's Chicken out there?
As a Church's Chicken.
That even goes back to the idea of our public transit. They're now for the third time revisiting a conversation of public transit that goes all the way out to the suburbs, which they have been blocking for years.
You know why?
Since
right?
they got rid of the transit.
You know why, right?
I know why.
Oh, okay.
You want to say it?
You want me to say it?
You can say it.
Because they don't want them black kids out there. And now public transportation is free for a certain amount of age of kids.
So
they're gonna be able to go anywhere.
But let me ask you this: would you?
Like indeed. So I mean, you still can't. Smart. Once you cross over everybody, you got smart.
All you need is how much is a bus now? Like $2? What? Like $2, I guess. I mean, because when I was catching the bus, it was like $1.50. It
was 45 cents.
That was so long ago.
For him,
both of y'all.
45 cents. So 50 with a transfer.
So speaking of, let's get into the Karmelo Anthony. I keep calling my boy.
Not the basketball player.
Karmelo Anthony case. Producer, can you play the next two videos?
I feel sorry for this young man.
Yeah, and the one that got shot on the porch, taking the wallet back.
Why you?
I didn't hear about that one.
You didn't? So a dude lost his wallet. A teenager found it. So he took it to the man on his porch, opened up the wallet with the money in it, shot him through the door, right in his chest.
Didn't even open the door.
Didn't even open it. And the kid was like, just shot him, blew him away. They don't even talk about that no more.
They not.
I don't even know if he went to jail.
They waiting to push under the table. So
I think they said he was standing his ground or something.
Stand their ground law.
But he was bringing your wallet back.
So I want to advise viewer discretion is advised.
There's some racism in this.
With this one.
To be hanging from a tree. He wants to reestablish race relations in this country so that we can get along.
Tensions were high today for the Karmelo Anthony case, who is on trial for the alleged unaliving of Austin Metcalf.
We love our black youth. They deserve protection too. So, excuse me if I use colorful language like Karmelo Anthony needs to be swinging from a tree. Our people are being hunted by your people.
It's the other way around because for years and years and centuries, white people have killed black people. Do you deny that? Like to have hung black people in trees. Like you said, have enslaved black people, have mass incarcerated black people.
I think it's victim culture. I think it's victim culture and there's too much. You crack ass mother... You barely made it to the. You got one foot in the grave and one on a banana peel. I'm gonna push you if I get close enough.
Many supporters from each side showed up and gave their side of the story, including Next
I
Gen.
don't want to put out how Karmelo feels. He feels like you need 8, 19-year-old child that's fighting for their life.
That's one of our sons, you know. That's one.
I'm just coming here to support one of my family friends. You know, I think it's messed up what they did. I'm not saying anything racially, but I'm protesting that somebody that did a crime should be in prison for that crime.
Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't give a damn. Let's say the community.
I just want to make sure that I capture, like, in my mind, like, everything, how it happens.
I'm Native American. I believe in Christian values. I'm here to stand for these people over on this side. They're animals. They're heathens. They're fucking, they shouldn't even be allowed in this country anymore. They are agreeing that an innocent person should be murdered and the guy should get away. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, but I put some details below about the case. Let me know your thoughts on this.
Carmelo Anthony should be swinging from a tree outside this court.
You seen it repeat. I don't know why you just kept going with it. Like, I don't understand why. So, producer, I want you to cue up the next one because I need y'all in full angry mode.
You can't get me angry.
I mean, you always angry. You're always angry. I don't think it's the time you ain't angry.
That's why the Black Hawk stay out.
If Carmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died. But if Carmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, these same people that are calling Carmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense because he was white. The only reason Carmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking, bigoted country, and Carmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that.
He had all white jurors.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody of his peers.
Oh, but they say that's his peers, though.
So, if we look at it, and we compare it to Kyle Rittenhouse, and what he
the guy that drove 15,000 miles
to civil unrest situation with an AR-15,
and was shooting.
Yeah,
and where he at right now? Probably at home eating Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, but Carmelo Anthony sitting wherever they was at. Guy come over and messing with him. Guy dies, and Carmelo Anthony get
35 years.
Don't get me wrong. If Carmelo Anthony stars it and he ends it with a death, by all means, put him in jail. But if he don't start it, but he finish it, maybe he took it too far. But once again, he's young. He's young. He don't know when to stop. The guy should. I think white people should just leave us black folks alone. Stop messing with us. Leave us alone. What about the guy that Bob the Builder, whatever his name is, Bill Botter? What's his name?
Who?
Bob the Builder, the one that's going around on social media saying, "Oh, don't get he nigger sized" or something like that. What's his name? Man, y'all making me look crazy.
I'm not making you look anything.
He
That was in that video?
Say it again.
That dude that was in one of the videos we played?
Nah, he wasn't in one of the videos. He was in a video where he was standing in front of a nightclub and he was calling the bouncer all kind of niggas and monkeys.
Definitely
and all
don't
that.
know what you're talking about.
You don't know. He was standing in front of the courthouse. He was supposed to be in court, and he shot a black guy because he started live talking junk about him.
I didn't come across that.
You ain't, bro.
I haven't seen
I think
it
his name. Look up. I think it's Bob the Builder.
That's a cartoon character.
Man, shut up.
But
I know him.
But if we look at the situation, and we look at
that ain't
it. Yeah, because that's a cartoon character. If we look at the situation, and we look at Karmelo Anthony, it got 35 years, for this, for this unaliving, as they stating. And we know that in other instances, this is race fueled, right? And he did not have a jury of his peers because I believe the two black jurors that they were going to have on there, one said that he wasn't going to convict them, and then the other one said something else for why they didn't want to put them on the jury. So that gave them an all white jury at this point.
And that's
so
fair.
So now they believe that it couldn't. They believe that if the black people were put on there, it would have been a hung jury. But now looking at the situation, because it wasn't a jury of his peers, and Texas being Republican, what's happening is that they may be able to get a retrial, so they can get a jury of his peers up there. Now, me personally, I wouldn't want to be on a jury, but I do think that for the black person that stated that they wasn't going to convict a young black man, I think you should have kept that to yourself.
Yeah,
get on the jury and make it a hung jury.
Yep, I agree.
You had to be the dumbest black man of all time.
I mean, I would say it's Texas, but then again, I'm not going to say that.
I'm saying it for me.
I agree 100%.
Just think about it.
I think 35 years is way too long.
It's very excessive.
And then he won't be eligible for parole for 17 years. He what, 14?
19 now, I think.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, so he been in jail a few years.
Yeah, I think what I read, it happened when he was 17 and now he's 19.
What I think is it's all BS. Yeah, that's him, bro.
It is.
It's all BS because at the end of the day, they look at us like we're monsters. That's how they're going to look at us. I understand y'all saying it's a better way we can do this. It's a better way. It probably is. It might be, and we can find it. But
a fair way.
How many of the young kids we got to lose? Because at the end of the day, we can't do it. The younger generation gonna have to do it. By them getting killed off.
Oh, it's gonna change, man. And soon,
but it's gonna change for the better, though.
Well, listen, I don't. I put it like this: the only reason I'm thinking that it's gonna change is because everybody is mixing, right? Where they say like white people is
living as black folks. I agree.
It's gonna be a brown society at some point in the future, right? Like I don't know what it's gonna be. Brown for black people, brown from Mexicans, Latinos. Is going like white people is mixing with everybody, and so I think that would change. But I think and I think that may have some say on how things. But we talking about generations from now with that, man.
Trent, I know what you're talking about. So you're talking so if you've been paying attention, they've been bringing in white South Africans into America. Okay, and this is to kind of hit on what Trent was saying. They're bringing in white South Africans into America. With doing that, it was statistically stated that by 2050, that white people were then going to be the minority.
I don't believe that.
No, it's true.
I don't believe that.
It's true. They were going to be, because what's happening is that now that relationships are being more more
intertwined, and
I want to say kind of color fluid, like they're like nobody is like really sticking with their race, and they're dating more black dating white, Hispanic, and all that stuff like that, is diluting the white population. So in ways to save that, what do? You do some kind of genocide. Whether you're deporting people out of the country, or you're either deporting people out of the country, or you killing them, or unaliving them, rather.
I know y'all gonna say I'm crazy, and I think I had this conversation with the house, and I think it was put there for one specific purpose. As well, the reason would you have these countries having this kind of weapon that can destroy this whole planet. Once we get there, they'd rather blow this whole thing up than let that happen. That's just my thinking.
But that's what the alternatives coming in, where they bringing in South Africans.
They too.
The white South Africans.
They too. What's the word I'm looking for?
They
full of themselves.
Blow this
they
whole
too full of
thing up.
themselves to do that.
But I'm just saying, why would you have weapons of mass destruction that'll kill everybody?
They either go do that or have a virus that attack black people.
They already did that. COVID-19.
They're gonna do it again. It's gonna happen.
COVID-19 was that
one. AIDS was one of them.
It's gonna happen again.
And it's still here.
It was crack too. I mean, they gave us the work.
No, it was
we
just
sold it to
there.
ourselves, yes. But at the same time, they gave it to us. I think
guns.
I think before it get to that point what y'all talking about, I think they would try to knock as many as black people off as possible.
It'd be like Planet of the Apes when they took over. They hit that bomb. we just the black people just don't miss what's going on.
I mean, that sounds good though, because at the end of the day, if you look at it from that perspective, we come out on top. We come out winning.
Yeah.
I do not see them letting us win as far as anything.
Once we got this, that's what we was denied this. We were great with these building. And making babies.
But I think
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Statistically, it's on track for that to happen.
Yes.
I mean, everything can change.
Don't let it happen.
Everything will change. Everything.
It's on track. It's on track.
It's on track.
Just like when your job be like, or you're on track to getting a promotion, and then 2 months later, we gave it to so and so because you missed 3 days.
Nah, 2 months later, the whole company closed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right. When you see the director, they leave it 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time. You know something wrong.
I love the idea of that. I really do. It's just I don't see
them allowing
it, bro.
That's my point.
That's because
thank you.
If you that means they're letting some of us in their circle
just enjoy it for a while.
It's not about being in their circle.
But that's what I mean, because
it's about what the next generation is doing.
I understand because okay, look at it this way. If the top man is the white man, he has a daughter. If the black
producer,
man is I understand the percentage and everything what you're saying, bro.
Producer,
I don't want to see no clips.
Producer, can you show me the statistic for interracial relationships?
I understand that, my brother. But
okay, so if you, why is it hard for you to believe? Because if I can prove it, why is it hard for you to believe?
I tell you, in reference, it's 90%. That's all you got to reference.
Because what I'm saying, I want to believe it. That's what I'm saying. I want to believe it, but I'm not saying daddy up here in the white chair and his white wife go say, "Oh, it's okay, daughter. Bring your black husband, boyfriend up here and let him sit with us." I don't see that happening.
But you ain't got to see it happen because some people are probably walking away from their families because they want it to happen.
But if they walk away from their family, that means their family is taking their name, their money, and everything. So now you
hold on. What makes you think money is involved?
What you mean?
They may not be. It may not be no money involved,
bro. If you telling me if it's the man,
there is poor white people. Like there, people.
No, I'm not saying it's not.
So what? So why is there money involved? Like
because
there's not always money. These are people that are not of wealth and high society. We're talking about like middle class, lower middle class.
Okay, I can see it. I can see it.
No, don't do that.
I would say upper middle class too. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Yeah, because upper middle class really got the money to travel and do all this type of stuff.
You know what? Hey, you know what? You know what? Thank y'all for damn,
I
man.
agree to disagree with you, basically.
No,
See what I'm saying?
no, you don't want to fight fair. Thank y'all for joining in, man. We had a real conversation today, man. Trent, Kelly, thank y'all for coming in. Jeff No Chaser, you on that BS. We'll catch you on the next go around. Peace.